Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy New Year's Eve. Holy cow, happy last day of 2024. I cannot believe it's officially the end of the year. Honestly, this year has gone by so incredibly fast. In a lot of ways, it has been a good year, and in some ways it's been a really tough year, and that's basically just like every year. There's ups, there's downs, but I am insanely thankful to have had another really great year here on YouTube and have had such a fun time conversing with a lot of you about all of these fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that a lot of us kind of get super excited or obsess about. So thank you for being a part of that here on my channel this year. It really does mean the world to me. So for the very last video of the year, I decided that I wanted to share my beauty empties for the month of December. So I have my little pink bucket of beauty trash here. So this little pink bucket lives in the closet off to my right here. And as I finish a skincare, makeup, hair care, body care, or perfume related item, I bring the carcass or empty of that product into this room, and like a perfectly normal person, I put that trash to the side so that I could come here on the internet with you at the end of the month and give you guys my final thoughts on all these things. So I still believe that there is no better review of a product than an empty review of a product. Usually if you have used something from start to finish, you have a pretty good sense of whether that product worked for you, whether you enjoyed using it, whether you saw results from it, whether you would recommend it to someone. So that's my goal with these videos, is to just let you guys know what my final thoughts were. As always, I will list and link everything in the order that I'm showing it in the description box right below this video here, so check that out. If you would like to purchase any of these items, read up other people's reviews, or look at in-depth ingredient information, the description box will be a plethora of information for you. But you guys, not actually a whole lot in here. This is probably one of my smaller empties from this year, but we've got some good stuff in here. There are definitely some staples that I will absolutely see myself repurchasing. There's a few things where I'm like, I enjoyed it, but it was kind of a one and done type of situation. So let's get into it. I will say I almost had 2 perfumes to add into this month's empties, but I think I still have a couple days of use in both of these bottles, so they didn't make their way in here. But my first empties in January will definitely contain a couple of perfumes, which I get really excited about finishing a fragrance, especially because both of these are full-size fragrances. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a goal for myself actually to finish at least 4 of, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but there's a lot of fragrances that I'm definitely kind of at least to the halfway point on. So my goal is to finish 4 perfumes, full-size perfumes in my collection next year. We'll see if I can do it. But anyway, I've got some other goals as well, but we won't bother with those right now. But let's start talking. And I did happen to grab something that smells absolutely incredible. I really hope that Way comes out with an actual perfume of this Saint Bart's fragrance of theirs. So this here is the Way Saint Bart's body cleanser. Oh my gosh, if you are a lover of, oh, a little bubble came out, how cute. If you are a lover of beachy, fruity, coconutty type fragrances, you will absolutely adore this. They do have a like body spray hair perfume type of situation available in the Saint Bart's, but I know that Way makes perfumes. So as soon as they release a perfume in this Saint Bart's scent, like, I will be buying it the moment it's released because I have loved this. I still have the body cream in my bathroom. It's really extremely moisturizing, not overly greasy. And again, it has that same gorgeous, fruity, yummy, delicious scent. I cannot say enough good things about the fragrance. In terms of this as a like body wash, definitely not drying. I wouldn't necessarily call it hydrating, but it wasn't drying and had a nice creamy lather to it. Was really great to shave my legs with, and it just smelled so good. The fragrance just made me happy. That is the one thing that fragrance will always do for me usually, is it just puts me in a better mood. It makes me happier. It lifts my spirits. It can completely turn my attitude around. And that fragrance right there is such a great option for the summer. So, so good. I will be repurchasing that myself as we get closer to like the May, June era time frame in 2025. All right, next we have the Kenra Volume Mousse Extra Firm Hold Mousse, number 17. I love the Kenra styling products. When it comes to especially volumizing or thickening products, I have personally found that Kenra has been one of the best like higher end hair care lines in terms of giving me what I want without leaving my hair feeling sticky or crunchy or looking really crusty and dry. I do think that sometimes volumizing formulations can leave your hair looking and feeling a little less than ideal, but Kenra products they are just fantastic. My hair always looks touchable. It always is manageable. It looks shiny. And on top of it, their products smell incredible. I am obviously a sucker for the smells. So that is something that's important to me, and all of their products smell amazing. Now, in terms of their mousse products specifically, I would say this is my second favorite formulation. My number one, and the product that I recommend the most, is actually from their Platinum line, and it's the Kenra Platinum Thickening Mousse. I will link that down below as well. If you're really looking to thicken the look of your fine thin hair, that particular mousse is an amazing place to start, I think. This one works quite well too, but I do think that for whatever reason, the thickening formulation actually gives my hair a little bit more oomph, a little bit more volume, and definitely does make it look a little bit thicker. This works and it's fabulous, but I do think that the thickening mousse is it works a little bit better than even that does. But all that being said, that's a great everyday mousse product as well. I also finished up, this is another one of my favorites from Kenra. I think this might be like my fourth or fifth bottle of this already. And I just discovered it. I think I discovered it in 2024. Could have been towards the end of 2025, but oh my gosh, this Kenra Volume Mist Volume Builder number 2, great. Works so well alongside the Platinum Thickening Mousse. Works really well alongside this volumizing mousse as well. But this has such a nice fine light mist to it that the way that it's distributed in your hair, it just, I think, helps during the blowout. It really keeps your hair from kind of sticking together. Sometimes volumizing products will do that as you're blow drying your hair. Your hair, if you're not like running a brush through it or combing your fingers through your hair, it can kind of clump together. So, but this here, it just distributes so beautifully on the hair that it really makes that blow drying process even easier for me, I feel like. Never leaves my hair feeling sticky, crunchy, dry. Again, just a wonderful feel to my hair after it's all said and done. I have it in my hair today. As soon as I finished this bottle, another bottle went into my bathroom. So I just adore this. It is fantastic. I cannot say enough good things about it. Again, Kenra styling products are where it's at for me. I will happily give these guys my money as long as they keep making these amazing volumizing and thickening products for these 57 strands of hair that I got stuck with here in life. All right, hair loss. Okay, you guys, you are going to start seeing fewer cans of my minoxidil because I am starting to, I had a point, I think it was back in October, where I said that I was gonna start applying my minoxidil every other day. And I did do that for the month of October. And then in November, I started going 3 days. and I am not finding that I am experiencing any loss. I'm basically still maintaining all of the regrowth that I got from minoxidil. You do have to know that I was on this for over a year. Long term, if you do not address the underlying issues when it comes to what is causing your actual hair loss, for me, it was a severe case of anemia that I didn't know that I had. My ferritin levels, my iron levels were extremely low, and I had to be on iron pills for a full year before I rebounded from that. And my body really kind of started to heal itself, and I got those iron reserves built up again. I am totally good with that now. I had some blood work done and my ferritin levels are really, really good at this point. But this is the real thing that I want to stress here is if you are experiencing hair loss, there are ways to regrow your hair. I have personally found that minoxidil was something that worked really well for me. I love the Kirkland minoxidil, specifically the foam because it didn't irritate my scalp. But this will not be of any use to you if you do not address the underlying issues of your hair loss. And that can be a whole lot of things. So you need to go talk to your doctor. It is so important, you guys. But yeah, I love minoxidil. It worked so great for me. And at this point, I'm using it every 3 days. So the boxes of 6 that I can buy at Costco are gonna last me a lot longer. Maybe by the end of year 2, I will try to wean myself off completely from the minoxidil. But I always know that I can go back on it and that it does work for me if I ever have another situation where, you know, my hair starts falling out again. But I know this time around that I need to get into my doctor a lot faster when I'm noticing symptoms like that, because that can be super dangerous. I mean, obviously my anemia was just one of those things that was like, not ideal. It wasn't like life-threatening, however, but you just don't know until you go get some work done. If you start experiencing weird symptoms, please go talk to your doctor. I don't know, the older I get, the more I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't look right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ask a professional. Whereas when I was in my 20s, I was just like, I don't need a doctor. I'm healthy, I'm fine. Meanwhile, there were times that I was falling apart in my 20s, but I just thought like, nah, I'm young, it's fine. Anyway, let's keep going. Any other hair stuff? Nope. This is all makeup, body care, and skincare. All right. Let's go with this little skincare item here. You guys, I love this. This was a new item for me from pharmacy in 2024, and I repurchased a couple of these. This is the Pharmacy Honey Milk. This is their hydrating essence with chamomile and ceramides. Oh, this is fabulous. If you have dry winter skin, starting with this as a base layer is such a great idea. It really does provide you with an instant surge of moisture. It's also very calming on the skin. The chamomile that's in here just really feels soothing. Helps with redness, helps with just skin that feels angry and irritated from, you know, the forced air heat, the cold air outside. This is kind of a rough time of year for most skin types. Even with my oily skin, things can get a little tricky during the winter. So I just try really hard to hydrate the heck out of my oily skin, and I have found that that is just a really great way to counteract any potential issues that might pop up because of, again, what we're dealing with the warm air inside and then going outside into that dry, like cold winter air. It can really be tough on your skin. But again, these light layers of hydration for me from products like essences, toners, lightweight serums have been great. This honey milk is a must try, I feel like, for pretty much every single skin type out there. Love it. Actually just recently repurchased this because this one's gone. So you'll see another one of these in my empties probably in another month and a half or 2 months. Love it. Love it. Okay. Speaking of pharmacy, we have a green clean here. I love this product. Now listen, I recently tried the Garnier cleansing balm, their hyaluronic acid cleansing balm. That's actually a really great cruelty-free drugstore option if you don't want to spend the money on the pharmacy. But I do think that I had to work a little bit harder, especially at removing my eye makeup, mascara specifically with the Garnier. It will do it. It just takes a little bit more time. But this is super fast, super effective. Never irritates my eyes, has never irritated my skin, removes every single ounce of makeup, SPF, whatever is on my skin at the end of the day. This melts it off in the most perfect and gentle way. Also really like the clean, fresh smell of the original formulation. Sometimes they'll come out with really, you know, yummy scents, but I don't know, the original one just, it has a place in my heart forever. So I already have a backup of that. But like I said, the Garnier is also a really great option. I'll link that one down below as well. I have a, this is a Arcana Cranberry Gommage Facial Scrub. I know this is gonna make some of you cringe, but I do use facial scrubs, not very frequently at all, at most once a week, and I'm very, very gentle with them. This is a great one because the beads are, you can tell that they have like a really rounded texture to them. So they're not scratchy. This is not an aggressive scrub at all. And I only use like the pads of my fingers, just with almost like no real pressure at all. But I love that physical exfoliation. I mostly rely on chemical exfoliation, but every once in a while, especially if I'm dealing with some flakiness around my nose or around my mouth here, there's nothing like a gentle scrub to just kind of get rid of those flakies, give you a fresh start. And I think as long as you're careful and you don't have super delicate, sensitive skin, stuff like this is fine. So, but I do think there are some people out there who use these products inappropriately and they can irritate your skin 100%. And are chemical exfoliators the very best? Yes, they are. But I am not ever going to speak ill of physical or manual exfoliants like this, because as long as I think they are used properly, you're not going to damage your skin. So, but is there an opportunity to damage your skin? 100%. People can do anything. All right, I have lots about my care item, but let's finish a couple more skincare items. Now I have the Pacifica Future Youth Time Shift Eye Serum here. I'm a little annoyed because the little teensy tiny bit that's left in the bottom here, I just cannot get it out. I've even tried kind of shaking it out into my hand, but the formula is kind of thick, so it just never really has like come out and you can't really get much up in the pipette. Listen, I actually really liked this particular eye cream. I used this one mostly during the daytime. It absorbed very quickly in this delicate under eye area here. Certainly was hydrating. I wouldn't say if you have severely dry under eyes that this would be enough moisture for you. But typically if you have an oilier skin type, you're probably just looking for some lighter hydration around this area, especially for the daytime. It was perfect for that. I'm still using my Dermatology HPR eye cream in the evening. So this was a great option during the day. Would I repurchase this though? I don't know. I think it was good. Oh gosh, we have dogs. There's two dogs. Hello. Did you get fed? You smell, oh yeah, you burped. Oh shit. Someone finally got fed her lunch. Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear that burp? Impressive. Anyway, would I repurchase this? Probably not. It was really good to try this, but I think that I actually at this point prefer a slightly thicker formulation, even during the daytime. I've definitely noticed that as I'm getting further into my 40s, the under eye area is starting to get a little bit more dry. It's always been fairly okay because of my oily skin, but as I've been, you know, getting up there in the 40s here, I have noticed that it's a little drier than it used to be. So I think for me at this point going forward, I'm gonna try to find thicker formulations that I can wear during the day that are nice and hydrating, but that aren't going to be like too much. If you have a suggestion, let me know. I certainly have some things I'm thinking about, but if you have a good suggestion for me, let me know. Okay, sorry about these little interruptions that you're seeing in this video here. I keep needing to stop so I can have some sips of tea because I'm still dealing with this stupid cold that I caught last week. So annoying. Anyway, this is the Dermatology Needleless Serum. I love this product. This has a ton of really great anti-aging ingredients in the formulation. There's niacinamide in here, there's hyaluronic acid, there's several different types of peptides, there's ceramides in this formula. I have gone through a number of bottles of this particular serum. Quite frankly, I think I should just be purchasing it in their like larger 2-ounce size, to be perfectly honest, because I do go through these somewhat frequently. This particular formulation is absolutely fantastic, and I think that Dermatology is still having a really great like after Christmas into New Year's sale right now. I have a discount code with them, but I don't think you need it for this particular sale. So I'll link the products down below. I believe that the discounts are automatically applied when you check out, but if they're not, I'll also put the discount code down there just in case. That'll save you at least 20%. But yeah, this particular serum here is one of my staples in my routine. I already have a backup of it that I purchased, and I'm just a really, really big fan of this one. So if you've never tried it, I love it. I think it's absolutely worth splurging on. That's a fantastic product. Another serum that I absolutely adore, and this is actually my second bottle of it. This is the Dermalogica Circular Hydration Serum. I reviewed this when it was first released, and it is a really, really great serum, you guys. This definitely has some hyaluronic acid in it, as well as a lot of other really great ingredients. Again, check them out with the link down below. But another really great serum to add to my morning routine that adds an intense surge of hydration and moisture to my skin without having my skin feel too like greasy or heavy for like daytime. I don't mind applying a heavy moisturizer before I hop into bed at night. Obviously I don't care, you know, if my skin's a little shiny while I'm sleeping, but I do have to be a little bit careful for daytime, because if I use the wrong products, my makeup will slide off my face within a few hours because of my oily skin type. But these light layers of hydration have been the best thing in the world for my skin, and products like this are fabulous. I really like Dermalogica. I think they have fantastic skincare products, and if you've never tried the line, I definitely recommend them. Is that all the skincare? Yep. So we have a body care item here. This is actually a hand wash from the Dwell 212 brand. This falls under the Slatkin & Co. umbrella. This was sent to me in PR, just so you guys are aware. I did not pay for this hand wash here, but I really liked it. They actually sent me a bundle of this citrus line here. So Craig is actually using the body wash in the shower, and Stella took the body spray and the body lotion, and then I kept the hand wash for myself. I really like this hand wash. Very gentle, not drying at all. Kind of a basic fragrance, and I don't know that I love this black packaging. It's a little bit more, I don't know, modern, minimalist looking, and that's not really my vibe, but I do think the product inside is fantastic. So if you're looking for a nice hand wash that is very non-drying for the, you know, the month of maybe January or February, this I think would be a great one to definitely check out. I'm not sure if that line is showing up at Marshall's Home Goods or TJ Maxx yet, but you can definitely purchase it from the Homeworks website, as well as QVC. So I'll have it linked down below in a couple different places. Sorry about that, needed another little sippy sip of tea. Let's keep going. I have two mascaras. The first one is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. Love this one for buildable volume. Also, it's CoverGirl, it's super affordable, and it's cruelty-free at the drugstore. Love this particular brush. I will admit it can be hard to work with if you have smaller eyes, because it is quite a fat brush head here. But if you can get this brush head to work for you, this gives the most beautiful volume. And it's not clumpy volume. It's just really beautiful, I would say like almost natural volume, if you will, if there is such a thing as natural volume, but it just never gets clumpy on me. It doesn't flake, it doesn't transfer. It's just a wonderful, affordable drugstore mascara that, I don't know, I think would probably be good for the vast majority of people out there. I always get this in the very black shade. I do think they have this available in a black, and then I want to say there's like a black brown as well. So if you want something that's a little bit less harsh, I would go for either the black or the black brown option. This is the City Beauty Beyond mascara. I really love this one because it has a natural bristle brush, not a plastic bristle brush like this guy does. And this particular brush has an interesting, like, I don't think it'll come off on camera, but it's kind of got a twist to it. So it just makes it really easy to like build that volume. Again, this one also never makes my lashes flaky or dry. It does not transfer. It's just a really great mascara, and yeah, it's fantastic. Now, I personally choose to replace my mascara every 6 to 8 weeks. That seems probably really soon to a lot of people out there, but I've always had a phobia of eye infections. And I have a couple of friends who are optometrists and ophthalmologists, and you know, they have told me horror stories about women who have come in and who've gotten really nasty eye infections from using the same mascara tube for like 2 years. First of all, was there even any product left in the tube? Crazy to think that someone would use a mascara product for that long. But yeah, people do that, and these are just a breeding ground for bacteria. So I don't know. I don't think you necessarily have to replace your mascara every 6 to 8 weeks, but I think if you are going more than 6 months, I think that might be kind of pushing it. So anyway, I'm probably on a super extreme end, while some people are on an extreme other end of the spectrum when it comes to mascara replacement, but I would rather play it safe than sorry. Stella also dealt with a lot of eye infections when she was younger, and man, she was miserable, so it's not gonna be me. All right, we've got some powder products. Let's go through these. This is the, I'm a little bit annoyed with this. This is the original mineral veil from Bare Minerals. I have been trying to figure out a way to, it's not gonna come out of there. There's still a little tiny bit of powder that I'm like trying to get out, but I cannot get this lid off of here, and I've been trying now for a few days. I mean, it's not even like a lot. It's like this tiny little amount of product down here. I don't even think it's enough for like one full use, but anyway, I really like this product. I just didn't like this particular container because I couldn't open it. In the past, I've always been able to pry that little sifter off and use the remainder of the product, but not here. Great mineral veil setting product here. I've used Bare Minerals for a whole lot of years. Their powder foundation is not one that's my go-to anymore. It used to be, but I still really like their setting powder, so this is definitely one that I think is worthwhile. Am I gonna start coughing again? I am. Hold please. I tell you what, when I find the person that gave me this cold, we are gonna have some words. I literally only have 3 things left. Bear with me. I'm gonna try hard to power through here. Okay, I have 2 products from Laura Geller. I have a beloved Balance and Brighten in the shade Fair. Balance and Brighten is the powder foundation that I use every single day of my life. I love it. I can usually always get it on sale at the Laura Geller website. You can also find Laura Geller products at QVC, and they recently had them featured on Amazon for a really good price point as well. So anyway, I'll see wherever I can find the best price point right now and link that down below. But I adore this product. I use a big fluffy brush, for example, like this BK 105 brush here, to apply this all over my face and down my neck. It just has such a beautiful demi-matte finish. It's just a great fit for my oily skin. I'm a huge like advocate of powder foundation if it works for your skin type. I realize that a drier skin type probably wouldn't find this the best fit, but if you have really oily skin, powder foundation is just such a great way to go. So see if you can find one that works for you, but this Balance and Brighten has always been a favorite of mine. And then this is the Laura Geller Baked Blurring and Setting Powder in the shade Porcelain Fair. Now it does look like there's still some product left in here, but that's just the bottom of the pan. A lot of Laura Geller products are, they start their life out as a cream, They are kind of spread onto these terracotta tiles. This is all done at a facility in Italy. I feel like they've kind of like patented this process here. But the cream products are then baked and they turn into a powder and they just melt into the skin. Absolutely fabulous. This is a wonderful setting powder. If you have a darker skin tone, there is an option for that, but the porcelain fair that's a great one for me because I am pasty white. So anyway, both of these are must-haves for me. And then the last thing that I have to show you is actually one of my saddest realizations when I realized that Everyday Minerals is actually no longer around. I really liked this mineral foundation company. I think these guys were based out of, what was it, Texas? Does it say on here? Austin, Texas. Now, this was their semi-matte base in the shade Golden Ivory 1W. This was the perfect color match for me. I did a little bit of Googling and it looks like Everyday Minerals actually shut down back in January of 2024. Had I realized that they were shutting their company down, it had been a few years since I'd purchased anything from them. So I didn't realize that they were going out of business, but had I realized, I would have probably purchased several of these, specifically this foundation right here. It really did look so pretty on my skin. It had like, again, just like the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten, had like a demi-matte finish that just gave a little bit of a like lit from within type of glow. And the color match was such a good fit for me. So this was a super sad realization, but I don't know. If there is a company out there that you think is somewhat similar to Everyday Minerals, please let me know. I'm so sad they went away. Honestly, that was a great company, but you know, I'm sure they were probably a victim of, you know, a pandemic, like a lot of companies were. So that really bummed me out. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and just use this up finally. It was a brand new one that I had sitting in my backup stash and I really enjoyed it. So anyway, for what it's worth, those are my last Beauty Empties for December 2024. I look forward to another year of filling this pink bucket with a lot of the skincare, hair care, makeup products that I am currently working my way through now. So we'll do another one of these at the end of January. Let me know what you finished up during the month of December. I will be doing some favorites style videos in the month of January. So favorites when it comes to hair care products, skincare, makeup, perfume, body care, all of that stuff. So we'll be discussing the favorites next month. But if you want to let me know what some of your top products from 2024 were in the comments down below, I would love to read through that. So let me know. Again, check the description box for the links to everything that I mentioned here. I appreciate you being here today. Have a safe and happy and healthy New Year's celebration. I will see you guys in the new year. So thanks for being here, and subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.